So we are sitting here in Bogota, Colombia, and Tim and I were sitting here talking about just the experience of the trip. We've been here for the past 3 or 4 days, and it's been quite the experience. So, I mean, from your perspective, what do you think of the people and the experience? I mean, what's your takeaway from it?
I think it's kind of similar to wherever we go, but in the sense that everybody is very proud about their culture, their country. Very hardworking people, especially around here. The individuals that we talk to, especially at the church, they're very enthusiastic about the opportunity, and just the desire to reach their culture, their people is. They have a great desire, great passion to do that. So, it's been really, really interesting, really encouraging to just be out and about, and especially talk to them.
Yeah. So. Obviously, there's a lot of people. Is it overwhelming when you see 10, 20, 30 million people? Like, do you get overwhelmed at the thought of, like, how do you even reach this many people?
I mean, it's like we were in Bucaramanga the past 2 days. I mean, you get to where, you get to population center like that, and you see just the enormous mass of people there in such a kind of a small space, even though it's sprawling. But there's just, there's people everywhere. And when you come down and we go to a church like Brother Aaron Vance's church, and I mean, God's doing great things. They're starting churches, and even at the rate that they're starting churches, you just have to wonder, how is it possible that they would even reach this community, let alone this city?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, we're coming down here to start a television broadcast. I mean, do you see? I mean, are you sold on the fact that really that is a great tool, a great way to reach the masses in conjunction with the local church?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can reach that many people without using media. I mean, media is when we start television ministry. I mean, to come in at a national level and give somebody that's doing such great things at the local level. That God is using, that's got a vision for the country, that has a passion for the people, to be able to take that voice and really amplify it on, a national scope, and then just, partner with them as they have the infrastructure to grow and to expand and to multiply churches. It's the possibilities are exciting.
Yeah. So obviously the people experience are cool, the media opportunity, the church experience, but one last question. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, the food experience, like if somebody's coming to Colombia, like what do you recommend? Like what's your 0 to 10? Like what's your food experience?
So the stereotype of Colombia, I thought there would be like coffee shops just everywhere, right? Colombian coffee, and that really wasn't the case until we came. We were, in Bogota. There's certain sections where there's just coffee everywhere. But I will have to say this: of the food that we've experienced, the coffee is delicious, kind of as expected. The local pastries are fantastic. I don't know what anything is called, but I mean, the food on a scale of 1 to 10, it's got to be a solid 8.
Wow,
solid 8.
That's good.
It's good. Now, I mean, the key is don't ask too many questions, and you don't necessarily want to find out where it's from, because sometimes where it's from and where you consume it at are right next door to each other.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate it.